Welcome back, everybody, to episode 16 of the Lemon Tea Podcast. I am your host, Gabriel.
I am Jerry.
Welcome back, Gabriel and Jay. I'm ℌệ𝔫𝔱ằ𝔦, Cytus, whatever you want to call me.
Nice. And today we're going to talk about our favorite thing in the world, anime, right?
or is it?
Or is it?
Ooh, is it? Is it?
Is it?
You guys can start first.
一小时. Yeah, let's start off with can we just list out one of our favorite animes just so we let our audience know what type of genre we like.
Okay. I am a big shonen genre fan, which means my favorite anime. I can't pick a favorite one, but my top three is One Piece, Hunter, and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay, so in general, you're a normie, Gabriel.
I'm a normie. I'm a super normie.
Pick one. We gotta pick one.
One?
No. I can't pick one either.
I cannot.
You gotta pick one. No, you gotta pick one.
I think
pick one. Okay, that doesn't have to.
I like them all
this
for
This moment.
I like them all for different reasons. Because One Piece is there are a lot of things that I like, but there's also a lot of things I don't like. But I think Hunter has to be my favorite out of the three.
Okay.
It's a perfect anime, Hunter. But the author just decided.
But yeah, he didn't finish it, so it's like, can you really say that? Like, yeah.
But it is a very good anime. Yeah.
Go for it, Jerry. It's your turn now.
Okay, so yeah, again for me, I don't have a top three. I think in general the three favorite ones are guiltycrown. I also like Steins and Steins 0.
Ooh, okay, so it got a little bit darker.
If you count Steins and Steins 0 as the same anime, then maybe Durarara is my third.
Durarara. Interesting.
Durarara. Only season 1. Season 2 is horrendous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I didn't even finish like
season 2 was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so messy. Some of the aspects is really good, but nothing compared to episode like season 1.
Okay. And you that?
I like to watch weird anime. Top 3.
Pico.
that is not an anime. That is a hentai. But
that is a hentai.
Did they actually have sex? I never watched it.
Is it what?
They have what?
Did they have sex? I never watched it.
Yes, that's all about sex.
They actually have sex?
It's literally it's not even anime. It's a hentai. It's literally just hentai.
It's actually a hentai?
Yeah.
Literally a hentai. Yeah.
I never sat down and watched it. So I thought that like implied something. You know, like school, you know like school days.
Yeah.
That implied the sex. Yeah, I thought it's like that. I thought they just stopped. You know.
I don't know if you even call School Days a hentai or if it's.
It's not.
It's anime. It's anime. It's anime. It's not hentai. No, like they stopped after the.
No, they haven't. They act. Well, I mean,
they have kids and stuff. But then it's like
version?
it's all like. But they don't show like the actual sex.
Okay, it's the Revenge of the Healer, hentai anime.
That's anime. That's anime.
That's anime.
It is.
What?
No way, that's hentai. What are you talking about?
What? No, I thought it's
the line is getting
hentai?
blurred.
Of course.
I don't think that's hentai.
Of course. Wait.
Okay, what about Goblin Slayer? Is that hentai then?
Oh no, that's anime.
Right, exactly. It's the same thing for the healer.
Oh, you don't show the tits.
Goblin Slayer, they do.
Are we drawing the line?
Wait, are we watching the uncensored version?
Okay.
I mean,
where are we drawing?
I didn't.
Where are we drawing the line? Is it if you see a naked body part, is that so that's hentai, right?
I think
for me is if there's an explicit sex scene that is prolonged for a long period of time, and that is an hentai. Because you know how the Revenge of the Healer, right? Was that that usually have like within a 25-minute runtime, there's usually like a 10-minute sex scene, right? And of course, a lot of plot as well.
So I actually didn't watch the anime, but I read the manga. But I can definitely see how that can be a hentai, but I think it is not. It's kind of like To Love Ru. You know how it has a lot of.
You never have
No,
sex.
no, it's on the Revenge of the Healer is on another level.
Yeah,
Gabriel.
dude, that guy got
Is
It's
it?
on another level. It is.
I forgot. I
To Love Ru
forgot.
is so. To Love Ru is
But
like,
To Love Ru
you know,
is
it's
there's
kind of
so
like
much fan
vanilla.
service.
It's vanilla.
It is.
It's
So To Love You is some fan service, and
Yeah.
there are a lot of holy lights that
Holy
block
lights.
stuff, and of course you can also like get the uncensored version.
Right.
Oh, sorry, Elon, Cytus, whatever people call you. What's your top three? We just skipped you away into hentai.
I can't really pick now, but out of my top of my head that I can remember, I would say Gunbuster is one, and then I would say another one is what it is FLCL is also one, and
Dude, you get some really old ass anime.
Both
yeah, I
I've
actually
never heard
like
of both of
Odas.
those.
Right. And actually, there's also one really cool. I don't know if you could call it anime, but it's like kind of like an animation movie. Metropolis. Also very good. Like, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Mhm.
So
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
I have Jerry said one of your favorite was Guilty Crown, right? I think I really enjoyed Guilty Crown, but I felt like the ending like ruined it. And so
I think a lot of people got off of Guilty Christ, not necessarily the ending, but the few episodes before the ending, because the ending was actually
very
absolutely
rushed.
fantastically. No, actually for me it was very complete.
I
But
forgot.
the few episodes before was super messy. Like I think
I actually
Guilty
haven't
Crown
finished it.
Oh, you didn't. So pretty much Guilty Crown was it turned from one of the shittiest anime I've ever watched to one of the best. Because the
Wow.
middle part, it was I think 21 to episode 25, or I think 24. It was absolutely horrendous dog shit anime. Right? The main character lost his arm. He was depressed. He was just crying every episode. The good guy turned the bad guy turned the good guy. Everything, all the lore are fucked up.
Right.
And then I think one of the episodes just clicked and everything went off smoothly. It was the I'm just gonna spoil it. It was the episode where he sacrificed himself and injected himself with the cancer, the cancer that actually granted his arm, which like the new arm, which his quirk, his arm was to us like his because all the ability stems from the person's personality, and his personality was to accept everyone, and so his ability is to like take other people's ability and to use it for his own. And so at the end, like the grand finale is he absorbed all the cancer onto himself and bear everyone's burden and like ended the whole saga. And turns out he lost his eyes, he turned blind, lost his arm, lost both legs, and he was like disabled for the rest of the anime. Like at the end he was like pretty much disabled. But because the main character, the female main character actually was created with the cancer, so he in a way absorbed the female character as well. So they were living together with himself. Super deep.
Well, thank you so much for spoiling Guilty Crown for me.
It was absolutely beautiful, and to be very, the animation was top notch back then. It was super beautiful. The BGM, the music, it's the same music creator as Psychopath. So it's amazing music and visual, and the story is fantastic. I love it.
Wow.
Sorry, but yes, I understand that not everyone enjoyed Guilty Crown because the middle part was actually pretty shit.
Right.
Haven't saw Jerry so hyped for a few episodes.
I am. That's the one of the few animes that I rewatched. So I never rewatch any anime.
Okay, what? Okay, now I ask you guys, what makes you what's your favorite genre then? Like and why?
Oh, for me,
I don't have one.
For me, you already know it's shonen. It's just
Right.
the good old the kid has to kind of grow and then grow in power, and then he has to find his strength, and then he becomes the best in the world. Like to coming of age story, right? That's like it's the oldest trick in the book, but it is when it's well done, it's like wow, I cannot wait to like see what happens next. It's kind of like My Hero Academia is a very good one that's recent, and where like you start off with people you don't care about, and then slowly you're like, oh wow, this guy someday will become the best hero or something like that. And I feel like that's just so rewarding. And a lot of my favorite animes are like pretty long. A lot of animes, 1 or 2 seasons, like 12 to like 24 episodes. But I like anime where they just go on forever, and then you can just sit down and binge watch them. And I feel like these long animes let the author kind of build up a world, right? When you have a world that is so expansive, and you're the first time you look at it, you just want to dive into this world, and the world building is so important in a story. And I feel like you can't achieve that in such short episodes. I mean, you can, but you can't do it very well.
Yeah, I mean, animes that are within the range of 25 episodes, I think, are the perfect ones. For me, I like anime that could end. I don't like anime that goes on forever and never stops. So yeah, as you guys can see, my top 3 picks are all anime that are within the 25 episode range and have a beautiful ending. I love beautiful endings. So yeah.
What do you mean beautiful endings?
That anime that actually completes me.
Like there's closure.
Yeah, there's closure. I hate anime that is like they went to like it's like those TVB shows where they go and have a BBQ party and then they cause it a day. Everyone just go to a beach vacation. Yeah, and everyone jump on like like K-On, K-On.
Yeah.
Like at the end she the Mio she trips and be like, oh, I tripped, and then it's like da-da, finish.
Yeah, like you just freeze there, right?
Yeah, it was like what the fuck, But like I know both of you didn't watch Steins Zero yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet, right?
Not yet.
I think hands down that is the most beautiful anime ending I've ever watched in my entire life.
It's more beautiful than Steins Gate.
It is.
Wow. Okay,
it's
I have to watch it then.
It's absolutely. I mean, I'll just like fucking cry like a little bitch. And I had to watch like till now from time to time. I still go back onto YouTube and watch that ending.
Oh wow!
It's just absolute beauty, just beauty, absolutely amazing anime. I mean, for some of you guys that don't know, Steins Gate Zero is like pretty much the beta timeline of the original Steins Gate. So it's the timeline where the main character fails to save the Christine Kurisu, right? Yeah, Christina. So it's like the timeline where he failed to save him. And that Steins Gate Zero is pretty much him trying to create Steins Gate for another universe of him. So he understands that he cannot save that girl, but he cannot give up at the same time. That's the whole.
Is it the universe where the machine was created, like the one that calculates how much the timeline deviates from the one?
I don't know the exact, but it's the timeline where he recorded the video of him on the phone. So in the first season of Steins Gate, you saw that the time capsule actually came back, and then he's like, "Oh, you got a message that from yourself," and then he was like watching that video, and that video is Steins Gate Zero.
Oh.
So he's like, and of course that scene was recreated as well. I'm not gonna spoil too much, and
wow.
Like every second was of that video recording was recreated in Steins Gate Zero, and you can see like it was like funny, but at the same time it was like so completing for me.
Oh.
So yeah, but you can see the quality was like super bad on the phone, right? But actually it was like I'm not gonna spoil. It was amazing. It was a beautiful anime.
Right. I don't even remember Steins Gate that much anymore. I think I have to rewatch the whole thing.
No, I think there are summary for that anime.
Oh, like go on YouTube. Just what you should know before you watch Steins Gate Zero.
Exactly. Just watch one of those and you'll be fine.
And then watch on 2 times speed, right, Jerry?
Yeah, of course. Make it 4. I think yeah. Just watch a very quick summary, and I think you just have to watch the ending of the first Steins Gate to understand second, because that's
Here,
where they start.
here's a really interesting question. What's the one anime you guys regret the most that you watched?
Oh, so
Or
many, so many.
okay, what's the worst anime you watched? What's one where you wish that you haven't saw and that if you could have wiped it off of your memory, you would. I have one.
I feel like whenever I watch anime, if it's not like good enough, the first 6 episodes, I would like for Steins Gate. Actually, Steins Gate was the only one that I
We have
watched.
to convince
You
you
have
to
to,
keep
yeah.
watching.
Like the first 5 episodes, I was like, what is going on here?
No,
And then
I actually like up to 11. Like
really, I think
it's that
on
bad.
6, I remember on 6 I was like, wow, this anime is god tier. And then
The banana.
banana, yeah.
Yeah, that's when shit start to
Yeah,
happen.
but then I cannot think of an anime where I put in a large amount of time and then I was like, okay, let me just sit through this whole thing and then watch to completion. But I don't know if there's one that I regret watching.
Well,
Yeah,
I personally regret watching School Days. Like, Gabriel, what I mean is like usually the anime goes on pretty like decent, like you keep watching it, but then at the end it becomes like a shit show.
That's not satisfying and like you're
I
like,
mean, like
I really wanna.
it usually happens at the end, like the last episode or like last two, you know. I don't. Did you guys both watch School Days?
yeah. I think it's oh, actually that's super interesting.
I didn't
School
finish
days is
it.
you didn't?
No.
You didn't finish it?
I know the twist, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to spend time watching it.
Yeah, actually, School Days was actually one of the first anime that I've ever watched. So actually, School Days started my anime life, I guess.
Really,
Yeah,
that's
it's
such a
actually super
weird.
weird, super
That's such a
weird.
weird anime to get into.
And I watched
I,
this at such a young age. Did I tell you guys that I never know that they're having sex?
yeah, I think you said that.
Yeah, I never know that they're having sex until like the red haired girl where they have sex.
Mm.
I'm like, oh shit, wait, were they having sex along like all the other girls?
I don't remember anything from it anymore. I just remember that what happened at the end because it was so memorable. And
I think
actually,
I think it was okay. I think I liked the ending. Like he was a yeah. I think the ending is not too bad. Like knowing that he did all that behind her back.
wait, actually, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say how should I put it? I just think that it was too like 0 to 100, way too quick.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a sort of like a build up where the girl that finally like snaps and becomes crazy, like if it was like a build up where she slowly gets more insane and more insane, it would have like be much more I would say like a much more enjoyable process. But then yeah, he just kind of like uh got to the point where she snapped and then she suddenly just snapped and then like stuck a knife in his back or something like that. And
Well, I mean, she did kind of turn dark slowly. Like
she did get darker and darker. Yes.
and to be honest,
Not to the
male,
point where you would believe that she would like stick a knife.
Yeah, it was kind of out of the blue. Yeah.
I think she actually never had sex with the main character. That's the interesting part. But another thing is I think it was the school festival where she was looking down in the classroom after she.
How do you remember
sex.
all this?
Yeah, I remember. It's one of the first anime. So she actually asked another classmate of her to have sex with her in the classroom, right? And then after that, because her brain was how she thought was like, oh, is sex really that good? Like, is that why you cheat on me? And then she was looking down from the classroom at the main character and the other girl, like dancing in the bonfire, right? And she was like super depressed, like looking at them, like she just has sex, she don't feel happy. So I think that was a triggering point. Don't ask me why I remember that though. I just did.
Actually, the killing part wasn't what made me dislike the anime. Like I actually kind of like the shock factor too. But the worst part I couldn't accept was afterwards, she cut off his head,
And brought
and
it with her.
they went on a sea journey where she was on a boat, and she had his head inside a bag. That
Yeah,
is
that was really
serial.
weird.
That was serial killer.
I mean, that
territory.
was her. That's what. Yeah.
That was way too much. Like if like she suddenly like came to her senses and she said, "Oh shit, I killed someone," and then you get like mental breakdown or whatever. That's normal, and that's like a very, I was saying, it's a more suitable ending. But like now she became a serial killer. She's like,
Yeah, I mean that's what the author wanted. I think it's like she's what's the word? It's like what's the word? It's a yandere? No,
Yandere.
Yandere, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like super crazy love type
Right.
of.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's what
Or
she turned into. It's like she's not letting him go, and the sea journey. It was foreshadowed that she was planning to go on a boat trip with her family. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like I mean, she because the other girl got pregnant, right? So she got jealous and she cut open her stomach and checked that if there's a baby inside.
Mm-hmm.
And as
I don't remember this at
I
Like,
all.
remember that. I
how
remember
do you
watching
know?
that. That's one of the
Oh.
most memorable things.
Right, she cut over her stomach, and that was like one of the things that us viewer never know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Because the girl said that she got pregnant, and then so the other girl that cut open her stomach was opened up her stomach and was like, oh, I don't see any baby. Maybe she's lying. Like as us viewer, we never know if there was a baby.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's like we never know, like that's so
How-
fucked up.
Yeah.
And she expects
then-
to
and- yeah,
she expects
and
to
then-
cut open someone's stomach and be able to identify if they're
Yeah,
pregnant
right.
or not.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
exactly,
right.
exactly.
Right. That's
Without-
us viewer. We never know if she actually was pregnant or not because
Doesn't
she was
even
not.
know how long it was.
Oh, it was
What if
at
it was
the
like a
very
super-
beginning stage. Right.
Yeah.
What if it was like a super small embryo and she just couldn't like?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
man.
You're right. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make is us viewer never know that if the girl actually lied to the boyfriend to get attention or not.
Mhm.
We
Right.
never know that. She just cut it open and say, "Oh, there's no baby." And then when the male character walks in, she stabbed him at the back and cut off his head.
Wow.
To be honest, Good Day is not bad.
I never said it's bad. It's just not something
I-
I would.
It's bad. I mean, yeah, it feels bad. Story is not bad. I'm not watching it again. I kind of regret it as well. Yeah,
Wasn't School Days based on a game, like
oh yeah, I think it was a
visual
dating
novel
game.
game?
Or something.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
dating
yeah,
sim.
yeah.
And I think that is why I think a lot of early anime that are kind of like that, where the main protagonist has a lot of basically a harem, right, and a lot of girls and a lot of tension, is through games, because a lot of these dating sims, they require a lot of female protagonists so that people would like want to play this game, right? Something like Fate Stay Night was actually a game, but all of these like dating sim games are like adult games, so that's why I think with School Days, that's why they had so much like sex. It's because it's part of the story, kind of. It drives the story through. So
I think the game is even worse.
yeah,
Like,
I'm sure.
He even have I think he has sex with his sister and stuff as well.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the girl's sister. Anyway.
I can think of another bad anime that I regret watching. It's not so much that the story is bad. It's that the anime adaptation of the source material is bad. Anime called
Never Wonderland.
Yeah,
Never Promised Land.
Never Promised Land. Something that
Promised Land. Yes.
Yeah. So that anime, like season 1, oh my god, best anime ever. They stuck very close to the source material, the manga, and everything was executed perfectly. And then second season, it was so bad. It skipped like 2 or 3 major arcs from the manga, and then at the very end, in the manga there's a resolution to this huge conflict that's involving the world, right? There's a demon world and there's a human world. There's a conflict there, and they wrap it up very nicely. Everything makes sense. But in the anime, they skip through everything because they literally skip through like 2 arcs that are super important, and then they have a 15-second slideshow of like pictures of humans and the demons trying to like come together, solving problems, and then that 15-second slideshow is representative of those 2 arcs, and then they gave us an ending that makes no sense. And then
did they end it as season 2?
Yeah, they ended at season 2.
They ended everything.
Ended everything. I would so much rather them leave it where it was and then say, oh, leave it as a cliffhanger, so people would want to watch season 3, even if it's never gonna come out, right? But it just leaves such a bad taste in my mouth, and because they skipped over 2 of the main arcs, the arc that they were doing, the last arc that they were doing, they actually took out main characters of the story. So characters that was in the manga is not in the anime at all. So they changed up the whole storytelling, and it's so bad. I hate it. I don't.
You know the manga ended, right?
Yeah, the manga ended. Yeah.
Did you go and finish the manga?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
things like that, I do regret watching the anime, and I would just much rather read the manga instead.
That's actually interesting because that particular anime is kind of like another movie. It's like Maze Runner. It's like I love season 1 as well. Or they use their intelligence. They find ways to overcome stuff. They try to escape the prison, and just like Maze Runner, right? They solve the puzzle and all that. And after they get out of the what do you call that?
Prison.
Maze.
Prison or the place. And
it's called the Maze, I think.
Yeah, it's like no. I mean, I'm talking about Neverland. It's like
the breeding grounds.
It's like Maze. Yeah. Anyway.
I shouldn't spoil. Never mind.
No, I kind of know the story. I kind of know the story.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Maze Runner. After they got out of the maze, and they still have to do 3 more movies and call it Maze Runner where there's no maze.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Like that's just. Yeah. So bad anime that I regretted, definitely. Back then, especially in my high school days, I kind of like.
Oh shit! I have another one too.
Anime. Okay.
Go Jerry.
Yeah. So there's like anime that I would just force myself to watch because I want to know more about anime. And there's an anime called Sinful Gear. It's pretty much a bunch of girls that fight monsters when they sing.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Sounds like some pretty cool stuff.
That's actually quite a good way to put it. It's kind of like pretty cute, but they have to like sing and fight monsters, and their singing voice will power their gears per se.
Are you talking about that singing mermaid?
Nope, it's not. But that's not gonna lie. The singing mermaid is pretty dope. In terms of the story and the lore, but that singing mermaid definitely 10 times better than Sinful Gear. It was so bad. I think it's on season 6 now. But I have not watched after season 2 because it was too bad.
Well, are you sure it's called Sinful Gear? I can't find it.
You know what? I'm pretty sure it is. Or maybe I'm mispronouncing.
Like Sympho, like SYMPHO, right?
Like symphony?
Yeah, it's a symphony. Yeah. Because they sing.
I thought you said Sinful. Okay, let me see. I never saw this anime before.
Yeah, if Kapugun, you can slide a picture of that. I don't know.
Right here.
Do some editing power. Yeah, it's really bad. Don't watch it.
Right here.
It's pretty much. I have a feeling it's like fan service anime. Yeah.
And you forced yourself to finish it?
2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Wow.
And I think they're still continuing. That's the scary part. They're just adding in new girls every season.
Wait, what? Seriously? They're still continuing?
Yeah, so the first season, the first few episodes, there's 2 girls, one red, one blue, and one of them died because they're trying to be edgy. And then they got another girl that joined, and there's season 2, another girl joined, and then season 3, there's 2 more girls.
Die from this?
Yeah.
I guess they're going for
I think they're trying to do the Madoka route where there's like kind of an edgy. It's like, oh shit, this shit is edgy. This is like a dangerous mission. People actually dies, shit like that.
I see.
But it's like,
let
no one die after that, and everyone just sings. So stupid. It's so bad.
Imagine. What was that? Idol show with a lot of
Idol Masters.
Love Live.
Love Live.
Love
Live, but like people die.
No, is that Love Life? But there's a lot of dark shit and people like to have sex with the director and stuff like that. That's the real.
Wow.
Actually, I really enjoyed Love Live. Like, I think it's a good anime.
Season one was okay.
Good. I didn't watch the other season, but season 1 was really good. It feels like K-On, right? It's very cheerful, very.
It's like them starting a band is tough, and they work their way up.
Yep, exactly.
It's a good shonen idea, but it's a shonen
maybe that's
they
why
work hard and they achieve.
That's why I like it, because it's so
fantastic. I love it. Love was fantastic.
Do you guys know AKB47 has an anime?
I'm not watching it. Yeah. I'm not watching it, guys.
Wait, what?
No, I'm not gonna watch it. That's bullshit.
I wouldn't recommend you to watch it too, but
is it good? Have you watched it?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. I think it was okay. It's just something you would like waste your time on it. And like,
yeah. There's a lot of anime.
Puzzle and Dragon got an anime.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But those are like cartoons. Like like it's more like.
Oh, it's cartoon.
It is cartoon. Yeah.
I think we can go on to the. We can go on to the topic of whether anime and cartoon there's a difference.
Okay. Wait, before that, I wanted to say one more anime that got me so frustrated. I don't know if you guys watched it before. It's Suzuki, Haruki.
No, Kai's.
What?
Haruki. ℌệ𝔫𝔱ằ𝔦.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't that?
Yeah, but the second season.
Ah, right. I see what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just before that, I just want to say, first episode ending. If Steins was number 1, Haruki is second.
Really? Haruki had a good ending.
Oh, wow. That ending was
if they ended there. If they ended there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but they had to.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but they had to get some cash grab, and they had.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so hyped. Haruki ending was so good. You know how in the dream that she's trying to create the new world with the boy, right? And then he was like shaking. He was like, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna say whatever. I love girls with ponytails. I think I really love you too. And then he just kissed her. And then the next morning, Haruki went into the classroom and looking at the mirror with a ponytail. And then he walked in and was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, yeah, I just had a weird dream. And I was like, yeah, I had a weird dream too. But I really like your ponytail. And then that's the end of the fucking anime. That's a good ending. And then we never saw Haruki's expression. She was just like looking at the window. We never knew if she's smiling, if she's angry, nothing. That's it. And then the music ended.
Wow.
That's a good end of it.
Great.
Oh, sorry, guys.
It would be really good if I think Jay would be really happy if season 2 never happened.
Oh yeah. We spent 7 episodes doing the same thing.
7 episodes of my life gone. Just how
oh no.
3 hours of my life that I'll never kick back in this.
I absolutely agree with you. It was so bad.
I don't know, for the people who haven't watched it, literally there's 7 episodes where exactly the same things happen, and all that the only difference is a very slight change of like very minor details, but it's basically the same story told over and over and over again. Yeah, and so yeah, I was on the second episode. Was it a second episode?
I think the minor details that have changes are the ones that the main character realized that he's in a loop.
Yeah. Usually like if I don't remember this wrong, I think it's like each time the last episode would affect the next episode a little tiny bit.
Right, because it happens so many times the main character actually realized, oh right, this sucks. Why am I doing this again?
Yeah.
You know?
The premise is
the premise.
The premise basically it's summer holiday. Haruhi's a god, so she can do whatever she wants, and she doesn't want the holiday to end, so she just keeps repeating this world over and over and over again.
Yep, exactly that. And how they got out of the loop is before she exits the restaurant and do this all over again, the main character pretty much just stopped her and say, "How about you come to my house and we play games together?" And then they just
basically she has to make Haruhi feel fulfilled enough.
Oh yeah.
I see.
So them spending the last night together having fun was like good enough.
I think this is like those ideas where it sounds good on paper and very experimental, like it's very cool concept, but like the way they execute it was just so. Oh my god!
It's just poor execution.
Well, so would you say
it's really poor? Yeah.
Would you say a better execution would be like ReZero, because it's kind of like you live on the same loop, but then you do something different, right?
I didn't really finish ReZero, but I think definitely ReZero is better because the main character could choose like to do something different, right? But in this one, no, like nothing changed.
Really?
Literally nothing changed.
Oh, I mean, he did change as in like he know when the phone will ring and then he will pick it up super quickly.
Yeah, but
it's like stuff like that.
It's just so too little, like and like the way they. I saw the second episode and then I watched it through and I was like, okay, cool, next episode. I click on episode 3. I watched like the first few minutes and I was like, wait, I just saw this episode. so I went back and I went back to the second and I was like, wait, what? It's the exact same.
That's
like
so weird.
Even the scenes are very, very similar. So they're
I remember.
I mean, and then okay, the third episode was fine. All right, I'll watch this again. Okay, I get the point. And then I went to the fourth one and it was still like that. And oh my god, I just keep clicking and every episode was the same. Man, yeah, it was insane.
The only part where we can take a breather is when the main character asks the alien to come out and talk to him. Like the alien would be like, we're in this group. We're in this loop for like X amount of time, so please do something.
Oh my god!
Funny part is the alien remembers every single time.
Yeah, every loop remembers
every single detail and stuff. So
insane, insane.
But the funny part is you just play with it. You just like, yeah, let's just keep going. You know, I like looping.
Wow. Bad execution. I love it. I mean, it's still great anime, just bad execution. Season 1 ponytail, amazing.
Wait, now that I think about it, I don't get how an alien is like not, not affected by a god's power. But okay, I guess that's how that world works.
No, I mean, if she don't mind.
Yeah, I guess. But I actually know Haruhi is not herself. Is not like she doesn't know that she's a god. No?
Oh yeah.
She just lives in it. Okay.
Yeah, she's not aware of it. Like she's not aware that she's able to control it. Just her desires just come true.
Yeah, stuff that she wants to eventually come true. Yeah. Season 1 ending was so good. The ponytail. Fuck. Fuck me. Anyway.
Anime. Jerry's favorite. We'll definitely come back to this topic. We a little bit messy episode. We jumped over in a lot of places.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do something more, focused on anime related focus next time.
Yeah.
Maybe like a certain genre or like something like that. But yeah, great episode, guys.
Oh, I think there are a lot to talk about anime, and definitely something that we'll come back to because there are so many stuff that I hate about anime. Because even right now, I don't even watch a lot of anime because I just don't like the whole anime fiesta that's going on. And to be honest, you know what? Anime is going mainstream, and it's something that I don't like.
We should really talk about the anime in general, like the whole trend.
Yeah. My god, that's so cute. Okay. Anyway,
with that, Leona says, "Bye, guys."
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell button, everyone. Enjoy your day. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Next week it is. Bye.
Bye, lads.